Good morning, friends. Please be seated. Good morning. It's wonderful to see everyone. Please take your seats. Good morning. Welcome to the 2024 Annual State of the City Breakfast. My name is Kimberly Lee, Board Chair of the Chamber of Commerce of the Palm Beaches. This morning, we will hear from the City of West Palm Beach Mayor Keith James as he delivers his annual State of the City address. We'd like to extend a special thanks to our presenting sponsor, Good Samaritan Medical Center, as well as our community partners, GL Homes, Verizon, UHealth, University of Miami Health System, Tanger Outlet, Palm Beach, Hanley Foundation, CEMEX, Cleveland Clinic, and Southwest Airlines. We would also like to give thanks to our gold sponsors, the Related Group, Mount Sinai, New York, Palm Beach Concierge Care. And thank you to Bratter Immigration Law Firm, our silver sponsor, and to FAU Executive Education, our coffee sponsor. Parking today is complimentary thanks to Hedrick Brothers Construction. Please stand for the presentation of colors by the West Palm Beach Honor Guard and the Palm Beach County Pipes and Drums. That got him quiet. pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing while Stacy Bodie sings the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may now be seated. I would like to recognize the elected officials and individuals running for office who have joined us today. Please come to the front of the stage for your self-introductions. Good to see you.
Oh, turning this way? Yep. Good morning, everyone! I'm Debbie Searcy, Vice Mayor of the Village of North Palm Beach.
Wow. Good morning, everyone. I'm Edwin Ferguson, your school board member for District 7.
Good morning, Alexandria Ayala, school board member for District 2, which is Central Palm Beach County.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jean Marie Middleton, running for County Court Judge, Group 2.
Good morning. I'm Greg Weiss, Palm Beach County Commissioner, District 2.
Good morning. Michael Barnett, Palm Beach County Commission, District 3.
Good morning. Jason French, running for Village of Tequesta Council, Seat 1.
Good morning. Patrick Painter. I am Village of Tequesta Council Member.
Have some fans there. Good morning. I'm Ann Gannon. I'm the Palm Beach County Tax Collector, and I'm running for re-election. Please send money.
Buenos dias. My name is Susie Diaz, and I am a council member for District 4 in the city of Green Acres.
Good morning. I'm Rochelle Litt, former mayor of the city of Palm Beach Gardens and candidate for State House District 94.
Good morning. I'm Wendy Sartori Link, Palm Beach County Supervisor of Elections, and I'm also running for re-election.
Good morning. Kathleen Ward, City of West Palm Beach, District 1 Commissioner.
Good morning. Shalonda Warren, City Commissioner for the great city of West Palm Beach, representing District 2.
Good morning. I'm Christy Fox. I am a City Commissioner of District 3. Welcome to West Palm Beach.
Good morning. Joe Peduzzi, West Palm Beach City Commissioner, District 4.
Good morning. I'm Christina Lambert, your West Palm Beach City Commissioner, District 5. Welcome to the beautiful city of West Palm Beach.
Good morning. I'm Michael Gauger. I'm the candidate for the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office.
Let's give them a round of applause. Good. And while they make it back to their seats, I'd like to recognize our chamber ambassadors who devote their time in helping the staff put together an amazing event like this one. Joshua Lizardo, Goodwin Okoli, Rashad Butler, Latoria Crosby, Patrick Price, Janie Matheson-Gerds, Karen Tedesco, and Bianca Cullen. I'd also like to recognize the board members and trustees who are here with us this morning. Please stand to be recognized. We would like to introduce Good Samaritan Medical Center, our presenting sponsor. Good Sam has a tradition of caring for our patients for over a century. The hospital offers a range of specialty services, including orthopedics, obstetrics, bariatric, robotic surgery, urology, and cardiovascular medicine. Today, the hospital is highlighting its innovative cancer care program with Anastasia Quimby, a board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgeon and fellowship-trained in head and neck oncology and microvascular reconstruction. That's kind of a mouthful. Dr. Quimby was the first female to be accepted into the University of Florida, Jacksonville Head and Neck Oncology and Microvascular Reconstruction Fellowship. She completed a rigorous combined medical doctorate and 6-year residency program and graduated first in her class in the University of Illinois for her doctorate in dental science. She's a published author and serves as the editor and reviewer for numerous peer-reviewed journals in the field. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to the extraordinary Dr. Quimby.
Thank you for that warm welcome. So the word cancer carries a lot of weight for those of us who have to hear it uttered to them. Unfortunately, head and neck cancer is one of the most impactful ones, as it affects the way we look, the way we speak, the way we eat, oftentimes leaving us out of the joyful interactions with our loved ones. At Good Samaritan Medical Center in West Palm Beach, our sole aim is to minimize the lasting impact of cancer and everything that comes with it. With this in mind, our approach consists of 3 strategic goals. First and foremost is getting rid of cancer. Second is restoring patients' appearance and function. And last but not least, managing post-treatment changes. Multiple studies have demonstrated that multidisciplinary approach to management of cancer patients results in better outcomes overall. This is precisely why at Good Samaritan we established a dedicated head and neck tumor board that consists of specialists in surgical oncology, radiation oncology, hematology oncology, pathology, radiology, and other key players who get together, review all of the patient data, and come up with the most appropriate patient-specific treatment recommendations that are also in line with the latest national cancer guidelines. Surgery is oftentimes the first step in treatment for head and neck patients, which may be terrifying, but these days, surgery is a lot more safe, a lot more predictable, and allows us to give patients much longer cancer-free survival. Moreover, today at Good Samaritan Medical Center, we can remove the jaw tumor, replace it with a leg bone, replace the nerve associated with the jaw, place dental implants and teeth all in the same day so that the patient wakes up as close to their pre-surgical self as possible. Even a decade ago, this wasn't something that was easily available, and we're only able to offer it now because we have the expertise of Dr. Azzi, Dr. Guzman, and myself all in one place. Undergoing cancer treatment and recovering from it is probably one of the most challenging undertakings one can embark on. Dealing with post-radiation fibrosis, surgical scars, changes in speech and swallowing all serve as constant daily reminders of the trying times. That is why we include comprehensive rehabilitative services and regenerative, minimally invasive approaches to help eliminate those reminders. Fortunately for us, we no longer think that being cancer-free is enough. We shifted our focus to what matters most, is quality of life after cancer has been treated. For our patients, it means more birthday and holiday celebrations with their loved ones that they can actually enjoy.
It started out like any other day. Terry Wood was shaving, getting ready for work, when he noticed a lump on his neck. He called his partner, George Pars, and their worst, most devastating fear came true. The lump was advanced cancer. They went through months and months of debilitating chemo and radiation.
It was a lot of stress. My heart and my mind was totally on Terry.
The experience was excruciating. When they thought they finally got past the worst, a second cancer diagnosis, this time on Terry's tongue.
And that's when he had to have the flap surgery, and he had what's called a mandibular split, where they saw his jaw this way, and then they spread it open, and so they can reach and remove the tumor.
Terry's entire tongue had to be rebuilt.
A lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of emotion.
And then their hearts crushed for a third time. The chemo and radiation took such a toll on Terry's jaw, it started to fall apart.
And what happened was my teeth started to fall out.
His teeth had to be pulled, but bone fragments were left behind that led to an infection that destroyed his jaw. He could no longer chew, enjoy a meal, or go out to dinner. A feeding tube had to be inserted for nearly 2 years. He ended up losing 50 pounds and becoming a shell of himself.
The worst part of it all was Terry wasn't Terry that I've known for all these years. Hell. Yeah, it was hell. And it was hell for him and to see him going through it.
But they found hope at Good Samaritan Medical Center with a groundbreaking surgery called Comprehensive Reconstruction of the Jaw by surgeon Dr. Anastasia Quimby and her life-changing team.
She said, I will see you and I'll take care of you.
Dr. Quimby and her team of experts are the only group in the area who could perform this life-changing procedure in just one surgery.
She saved my life, she really did.
Out of his right leg, they took the portion of the fibular bone and reconstructed it into his jaw.
The team even implanted teeth into the leg bone before it was placed into his jaw.
The team at Good Samaritan is top notch.
Good Sam was phenomenal.
I thought I was a VIP.
And with a rebuilt jaw, that feeding tube was finally removed.
Oh, it's wonderful. I just got back from Las Vegas. I ate everything that I could. somebody was watching out for me. I really believe so.
Thank you guys for your attention.
Thank you so much, Dr. Quimby. Before we break for breakfast, I do have a few announcements. On your table, you'll find copies of the 2024 Guide to the Palm Beaches. This award-winning full-color publication acts as a resource, a membership directory, and a relocation guide. In fact, on the cover is the new building from Related, which is One Flagler. So take a look and admire the work. This guide is used by our residents, It is used by residents, visitors, and the business community and chamber members when looking for products, services, and things to do with your family. Please take one from your table or visit the membership table in the lobby before you leave. Extra copies are available at no cost at the chamber. Passport Publications has been responsible for producing this publication for the last 30 years, and members of the team, led by Robert Kirshner, are here with us today. Please stand to be recognized. We thank you for your partnership. Joining us today is the Leadership West Palm Beach Class of 2024. They're starting their 6-month program with this morning's breakfast, where they will learn all about the various aspects of the city. Class participants and program volunteers, please stand to be recognized. During our breakfast, our ambassadors will be selling raffle tickets for a pair of Southwest Airline tickets. And at the end of the program, we will be drawing the winning ticket. You must be present to win. We encourage you to enjoy your breakfast, and we'll return shortly with the program.
I hope you enjoyed your breakfast. It is my pleasure to introduce the City of West Palm Beach Mayor, Keith James.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you all so much for coming. It's a tremendous honor to be here for my 5th State of the City address. First, let's join me in thanking the servers, right? I mean, this is a full house, and everything they've done to serve the breakfast this morning, give them a round of applause, please. And I have a few other partners, business people to thank this morning. First, to the Chamber of Commerce of the Palm Beaches, especially Chamber CEO Donald Burgess, Chamber Board Chair Kimberly Lee, and the entire Board of Directors. Thank you so much for graciously hosting this morning's annual State of the City breakfast, and this is an event I look forward to every year. For more than a century, the Chamber has worked diligently to advance our community's civic, economic, and industrial interests. West Palm Beach is a better city because of our collaborative efforts. To all the sponsors who are supporting this event, especially Good Samaritan Medical Center, the presenting sponsor, thank each and every one of you for your support. And of course, to our West Palm Beach City Commissioners, to whom I personally owe a special debt of gratitude for partnering with me in leadership and improving service to the residents and businesses in our city. Starting with Commission President Shalonda Warren, who represents District 2. District 1 Commissioner Kathleen Ward. District 3 Commissioner Christy Fox. District 4 Commissioner Joe Peduzzi. And District 5 Commissioner Christina Lambert. Thank you, commissioners, for your service, commitment, and all that you do on behalf of our residents. To the 1,800 employees of the City of West Palm Beach, thank each and every one of you for your hard work and dedication to the city. And of course, to the First Lady of West Palm Beach, Lorna James, my wonderful wife and life partner, truly the wind beneath my wings. Lorna, yes? Lorna, none of this would be possible without your love and support. Lorna, I love you. Fun fact, presenting the flowers today is Camille, the founder of Camille's Flowers and Gifts, currently located on 25th Street. However, thanks to a CRA initiative and a $30,545 First Steps grant, Camille's Flowers will soon be moving to the Sticks in the historic Northwest neighborhood, where for the first time in their 30-plus years of being in business, they will own their building and will no longer be a tenant. So today, I stand before you to talk about a concept that is both ancient and forever relevant. The power of a community working together. Indeed, the power of us. In our fast-paced, technology-driven world, we often find ourselves isolated, focused only on our individual tasks and screens. But let us remember We are fundamentally social beings, thriving on connections, collaboration, and a communal effort. Think about the greatest achievements in history. They were not accomplished by individuals in isolation, but by communities, groups of people who came together with a common purpose and vision. It is the collective effort of many that builds societies, elevates cities, and drives the engine of progress and innovation. Community, however, is not just about geographical proximity. It is about shared values and goals. When we work together as a community, we harness a diverse range of skills, perspectives, and strengths. We become more than just the sum of our parts. We become a powerful force capable of affecting real positive change in our world. But working together goes beyond achieving tangible goals. It's about building relationships, understanding, and trust. It is about creating a space where every voice is heard, every person is valued, and everyone contributes in their unique way. This inclusivity is not just morally right, it is practically effective. It leads to better decisions, more innovative solutions, and a more cohesive communities. In these difficult and divisive political times, we must remember the power of unity. Today's address is focused on how much we have achieved working together and how much more we can achieve when we tap into the power of us. We must continue working together to build a better tomorrow together. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this morning, let me assure you that the state of our city is strong and robust. We are experiencing transformational growth that captivates attention far beyond our borders. It's the type of growth every city strives to achieve and envisions in its dreams. West Palm Beach is attracting lots of positive attention and interest due to this transformational growth. When I interact with other mayors as I travel around the country, people know who we are, and they have heard about West Palm Beach's explosive growth. They know about our business-friendly culture and our ability to simply get things done. They know about all the new developments and public-private initiatives occurring in our great city. They know we have the #1 green market in the country and have won several other award-winning events. And they ask, how are we creating this model capital city in Palm Beach County? They want to know the nature of our secret sauce. Now, my vision is to make West Palm Beach a community of opportunity for all. This vision captures not only our city's future, but highlights our diversity and our inclusiveness. On the topic of inclusivity, we must acknowledge that these are not ordinary times. Recently, we have been confronted with the ugly reality of anti-Semitism in America, in the world, and even in our own backyard. Last year, after an anti-Semitic symbol was displayed on the AT&T building in our downtown, and despicably offensive leaflets were distributed throughout our city responded with resilience and unity. We swiftly implemented measures to combat hateful acts, sending a clear message that West Palm Beach stands firmly against discrimination of any type. Not here, not in our city, not on our watch. That's not who we are. Our city continues to be a top destination for families, visitors, and for businesses wanting to relocate. People are moving to West Palm Beach not to retire, but instead to live and work in our tropical year-round climate and our welcoming business climate. We are rich with culture, diverse events, and recreational offerings. Over the past decade, West Palm Beach has experienced a remarkable surge in population. Our pace of growth is twice the national average. This influx has been marked by younger residents and families signaling that our population has not yet reached its peak and that continued growth is likely. This demographic upswing underscores the magnetic allure of our city. Ladies and gentlemen, let me also assure you the fiscal condition of our city is robust. Last year, we passed a $242 million general fund budget, the largest in our city's history. Since I took office in 2019, the city has witnessed an unprecedented rise in assessed property value. Residential and business property values have increased by more than 25% over the past 5 years, and more than 15% in just the last year. For the second consecutive year, we have lowered the millage rate. Y'all can clap for that. Who doesn't clap for lower taxes, right? Also, to provide an additional well-deserved tax break for our seniors in West Palm Beach for the second consecutive year, we passed an additional $25,000 homestead exemption for qualified seniors. Some of y'all are seniors out there, so you're feeling me on that one, okay. The approved budget includes increased funding for large-scale special events, housing services, public health and safety, and safer parks and public spaces for the enjoyment of all. The budget also includes $1.42 million in additional funding for roadway repairs and $200,000 for mobility and transportation projects. But most significantly, this budget reflects a substantial investment in the city's workforce. Our employees are the lifeblood of the city and critical to our ability to provide high-quality customer service to our residents. So to help us retain and recruit top talent, the city updated its employee compensation structure, providing non-public safety employees with unprecedented salary market adjustments. We took the same action last year for our public safety employees. Yes, thank you. I want to publicly acknowledge and thank City Administrator Faye Johnson for her invaluable professional assistance and wisdom in navigating us through these corrective measures. Faye, thank you. As we look to the future, let us remember the wisdom of the great educator and author Peter Drucker, who said the best way to predict the future is to create it together. Last year, my administration aggressively pursued federal grants to help us address some long underfunded priority projects. I'm happy to report that we did have significant success. Last year, the city was awarded $8.1 million in a federal RAISE grant to make This grant will make needed roadway and drainage improvements in the Carver, Twin Lakes, and Roosevelt Estates neighborhoods, some of the most underserved neighborhoods in West Palm Beach. These improvements will be implemented over the next 4 years. I'm happy to report that it was the largest of 3 grants awarded to South Florida cities. Thank you, Congresswoman Lois Franco, in your absence, for your assistance. Thank you, Lois. With respect to transportation infrastructure, in collaboration with the Federal Railroad Administration, we successfully established additional quiet zones in the north end of our city, aligning with the expanded Brightline service to Orlando. As we grow, we must focus more on moving people rather than cars around our bustling city. In June, we launched a mobility service pilot program called Ride WPB, starting services downtown and later expanding into the north. Working with Circuit and Rose Trolley, we moved more than 100,000 residents, workers, and visitors around West Palm Beach, all without the hassle of driving cars and finding parking spaces. Beyond that, this all-electric transportation program created 42 new jobs and reduced greenhouse gas emissions by 18 metric tons. In addition, WPB Go, a public-private partnership, was formed with the goal of reducing the drive-alone rate into the downtown area. This coalition will provide incentives to downtown businesses and their employees to encourage further adoption of transit ridership, ride-sharing, biking, and walking, thereby reducing traffic congestion. Last year, we invested $20 million in transformative capital improvement projects, which allowed us to complete more than a dozen high-profile projects. The city also invested over $3 million in roadway resurfacing projects, repaving 5.4 miles of road and upgrading ADA access, and invested $500,000. Our community redevelopment agency has been working with residents, property owners, businesses, developers, and other community organizations to foster redevelopment within the downtown and the historic Northwest. Over the past year, yes, please. Over the past year, more than $902 million has been invested in our neighborhoods because of the work of the CRA in making those areas more attractive to investors. We currently have nearly $6.5 million in numerous city and community redevelopment projects in the pipeline, ranging from full design and builds, partnerships, streetscapes, and incentive projects that are under construction in our city. Moving ahead, we are set to break ground on the transformative $32 million Curry Park renovation this year, revitalizing that 7-acre waterfront park with updated sports courts, boat launches, and green space for events. The historic Northwest, known for its rich African-American history, is seeing further enhancements with the $23 million Tamarind Avenue streetscape project, which includes new infrastructure, the replacement of the century-old water main, as well as sidewalk, lighting, and landscaping improvements. Developers Honora are transforming old warehouses along North Railroad Avenue into a vibrant $170 million residential and entertainment district featuring new restaurants, retail, office, hotel, and residential spaces located just north of downtown. In 2023, we were awarded a grant and are moving forward with FAU's Engineering Research Center for Smart Streetscapes. We've hired a consultant to help gather community input on smart city priorities. This innovative project will enhance livability, safety, and inclusivity in our downtown and historic Northwest corridor, and will help us fast-track the implementation of smart city technology throughout our city. During my administration, we have seen people and businesses escaping the high-tax Northeast in favor of our low taxes, business-friendly climate, and year-round sunshine. They want to go beyond visiting here to moving here and thriving here. The demand for residential and commercial properties in our city has never been greater. Most developers tell me that they remain bullish on the demand for commercial real estate in our city. According to a recent Wall Street Journal article, most cities are recording record high commercial vacancy rates, but not in West Palm Beach. Quote, "Today, West Palm Beach is once again in the middle of an office construction boom. Developers are building high-end, hurricane-proof offices with landscaped outdoor terraces and pickleball courts. West Palm Beach is now a destination for major finance companies seeking low taxes and warm weather. That's become a game changer for the market," end quote. I'm pleased to share that right now we have over 2 million square feet of office space in the development pipeline. And there are 10 Class A towers either in review, under construction, or actually completed. Prior to 2021, to give you some historical perspective, there had not been a single Class A office building constructed in West Palm Beach since 2008. Another area of success, another factor that measures success in our city are hotel developments. Historically, West Palm Beach has been perceived as a seasonal city, but the vacancy rates in our hotels have never been lower throughout the year. I wish I had one of those flags that said breaking news. I'm gonna give you some breaking news right now. Last week I learned that Related Southeast is about to file plans for a new convention center hotel with 400 rooms. right next to the, yes. That will be an expansion of the Hilton Hotel. Having those 400 new rooms right there on the campus of our convention center will enable us to attract larger conventions. It will attract more people to come to West Palm Beach. Very, very exciting, but not only that, that hotel will have 250 employees, new employees, permanently working there at the hotel, and it will create $6 million of tax revenue to the city and county going forward. Thank you, Related Southeast. We look forward to hearing more. Last year, we actively supported the relocation or expansion of more than 30 new companies to West Palm Beach, contributing to the influx of nearly 4,000 highly compensated jobs. And we have commitments to bring thousands more jobs to our city. We now have the full attention of everyone from Wall Street to Main Street, thanks to our image as a highly desirable and growing city, even earning us the moniker Wall Street South. The media continues to share how heavy hitters in the financial services industry are moving south. But it's not just the financial sector. Tech, construction, multimedia, life sciences, and healthcare companies are also making their way into West Palm Beach. Residential development is also happening at a rapid pace. In 2021, we adopted a downtown housing incentive program and a citywide workforce housing incentive. These actions have resulted in nearly 20 new developments that are either in review, under construction, or actually completed. Living downtown has become very desirable, with nearly 11,000 people calling it home. Now, we recognize that housing costs remain too high for too many. Housing prices continue to pose significant challenges for many in our community, especially to our essential workers, administrative assistants, nurses, teachers, and hospitality staff. My administration is committed to addressing these issues by encouraging developers to build more units of workforce housing through a new ordinance that incentivizes height and density when incorporating workforce housing into their projects. The positive outcomes observed to date signal that we are headed in the right direction. Early in my administration, in fact, in my very first State of the City address in 2019, I launched the 303 initiative, and I had to expand that to 603 a year later because we had blown right through that 300. The goal was to have 600 units of workforce or affordable housing completed or under construction by the end of my first term. I'm happy to say we accomplished that goal. 602 units at below market rates are now available. Notably, the recent openings of the Flagler Station and the Grand projects contributed to more than half of that goal. Now, as impressive as the numbers are, every number has a human story behind it. Let me share one. At the grand opening of Flagler Station, a woman took the podium and courageously told the gathered crowd her story. She mentioned that she had been homeless for 4 months. She had lost her daughter in 2021 as a result of someone putting fentanyl in her daughter's drink. Then, in her words, she just simply lost her way of living. She just couldn't find herself. But somehow she heard about the Flagler Station project, and she checked into it. When she called, she was warmly received by property manager Courtney. She ultimately was accepted as a tenant, and she told the gathered crowd that she could not ask for a better place to live. She was so appreciative of having an affordable place to call home. Courtney and Kimberly, could you stand for some recognition? Where are you? And we've only just begun this journey of finding more workforce housing. Because as I just stated, each person, each family that finds an affordable home is a victory. The city continues identifying projects that will create additional affordable workforce housing beyond this initial goal. Currently, we have more than 350 units in the pre-development stages. Another ingredient in the secret sauce of West Palm Beach is a spirit of collaboration that exists between the public and private sectors on the topic of vital concern to the future of our city. That is our youth, our children, and our children's children. My administration has worked hard to create an environment whereby the private sector wants to invest in the future of our city. Let me give you a few recent examples that prove that concept. First is the park. More than $55 million was raised for construction of a new golf course to replace the city's municipal golf course, which had grown fallow. Now, most of the donors to that course, they could golf at any golf course in the world. These individuals were not interested in just revitalizing an old golf course. They were intentionally investing in the future of our city's youth. They were interested in creating a space for growth, mentorship, and opportunities beyond the greens. Since its opening last year, the park has welcomed more than 30,000 players, 25% of whom were city residents. And beyond golf, the park serves more than 50 families in West Palm Beach with after-school programs at The Path, offering assistance with homework, financial literacy, STEM, art, and college preparatory classes. Second example is the Cox Science Center. The Cox Science Center has raised $80 million for capital improvements to the existing Science Center. This center is a gateway to knowledge and innovation, and in 2026 it will be providing 500,000 students with access to cutting-edge resources that will shape the trajectory of their academic and professional lives. Third example is the Boys and Girls Club of Palm Beach. Nobody here from the Boys and Girls Club? Let me hear you. The Boys and Girls Club is raising more than $15 million for the construction of a brand new facility in Dreher Park. It is estimated that at the beginning of 2026, this new club will serve more than 800 children and teens each year. It won't be just a facility. It will be a haven of support and inspiration, paving the way for a brighter future for countless children each and every year. And a fourth, most recently, the Related Together Fund was established by Stephen Ross and the related companies. Mr. Ross's initial gift was for $8 million to fund scholarships to Palm Beach State College for graduates of Palm Beach Lakes and Forest Hill High Schools, both located in the city of West Palm Beach. This scholarship fund is forging pathways to higher education, empowering graduates from our local high schools to pursue their dreams and contribute to the growth of our city. Now, Related Together could have been established in any community in which Related Companies does business. So I am so grateful that they chose West Palm Beach. Thank you, Mr. Ross and the Related Companies team. So as I look at that list, I'm reminded of something that Tiger Woods said when he spoke at the grand opening of the park. Tiger mentioned he made his contribution to the park, which was quite significant, by the way, because were it not for public golf courses, he would not be the golfer he ultimately became. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I confidently predict that 15, 20, 25, even 30 years from now, some man or some woman will be speaking somewhere, and they will say that were it not for the park, or the Cox Science Center, or the Boys and Girls Club, or even Related Together, that speaker would not be the doctor, lawyer, engineer, nuclear physicist, astronaut, or even president of the United States that they have become. In other words, projects like these, which are the result of collaboration between the public and private sectors, right here in West Palm Beach, these projects are transforming lives. That is the power of us. Another key reason why West Palm Beach is growing and thriving is because we are indeed a safer city. The protection of the public is one, if not the most important thing any mayor, any administration can and must do. So we must continue to make investments in crime fighting and fire rescue safety tools, and so much more. As your mayor, I am committed to addressing the pressing issue of crime in our city. I want to thank the West Palm Beach Police Department leadership for partnering with the State Attorney's Office to ensure that those who come to our city to commit crimes will be held accountable. Don't come to West Palm Beach with the intention of committing crime. Not in my city, not on my watch. And the evidence speaks for itself. Violent crime rates in the city of West Palm Beach have reached a 20-year low. Notably, homicides have decreased by over 22%, and sexual assaults are down by more than 20%. This achievement underscores that thanks to the dedicated efforts of our brave men and women in blue, we now indeed have a safer city in West Palm Beach. But there's still work to be done. We must do a better job with reducing property crime. Last year, the city experienced a 3% increase, primarily attributable to auto thefts and burglaries. It's crucial to note that despite that increase, the city still remains 9% below our 5-year average for crime. Last year, after hearing from residents at a neighborhood meeting, Chief Frank Adderley commissioned a special operation under the direction of the Special Investigations Division to reduce criminal activity in the Broadway corridor. The goal of this detail was to combat violent crimes and quality of life issues, and it has worked. In May of last year, Operation Blockbuster took place in the Northwood Legacy neighborhood. West Palm Beach Police, along with other state agencies, removed illegal guns, drugs, cash, and even broke up a prostitution ring. That operation led to 29 arrests. Public safety also includes our brave West Palm Beach firefighters under the leadership of Fire Chief Diana Matty. In 2023, the department responded to a record 31,680 calls, breaking the previous record of 30,603 calls in the previous year, 2022. That's about 87 calls a day. These dedicated West Palm Beach Fire Department men and women worked around the clock to protect you and your families. Our newest fire station, Station 8 on North Lake Boulevard, opened fully staffed with top firehouse technology, making our fire personnel better able to serve the needs of our Western communities. In fact, since the new station opened, they were able to respond to more than double the previous call volume in less time, saving more lives and preserving more property faster. This became evident in late December when Engine 8 and Rescue 8 responded promptly to a 2-story house fire in the Ibis community. Search and rescue operation was successfully completed within 8 minutes. The fire was brought under control in just 9 minutes, saving the home from total devastation. Let me share with you a story of unparalleled heroism that unfolded on the night of February 14th last year. On a dark stretch of Interstate Highway, first responders found a vehicle on the side of the road with very heavy front-end damage and a fire in the engine compartment. The first responders found a female victim lying on the ground outside the vehicle with serious injuries. In all the chaos, she was able to whisper, "My baby, my baby." While the firefighter from the engine worked with the driver engineer to extinguish the fire, another officer searched inside the smoke-filled car. The officer searched with his hands and found a baby car seat, but no baby. There was a large hole in the windshield, and firefighters feared the baby may have been ejected out of the automobile. Crews searched the roadside scene for the baby, but found nothing. Thinking outside the box, Lieutenant Wilmer Morales sprang into action, retrieving a thermal imaging camera and an LED flashlight from the truck, and he searched inside the vehicle a second time. After a few minutes, he noticed a big, bright white glow. It was a diaper. Through the smoke and debris inside the vehicle, he located an infant partially wedged inside the glove box. He carefully pulled out a limp, 4-month-old baby girl and handed the little baby to the waiting paramedics for advanced life support care. Both the baby and mother were taken to St. Mary's Trauma Center. Thankfully, a combination of the officer's strategic thinking, adept use of specialized equipment, and intense fire training resulted in saving this little girl and her mother. Lieutenant Morales, would you please stand and receive some much-deserved appreciation? Thank you, sir, for your swift action, heroism, and extraordinary valor. Our city is lucky to have you on our team. To improve customer service to our residents, we introduced WPB Key, a new online service request and ticket tracking portal. This technology provides residents with a more efficient and proactive option to submit service requests, ask questions, or inquire about utility payments. Since its introduction, more than 3,300 service requests have been entered by residents and staff. In short, we have an app for that. The transformative impact of public art is also on display throughout our city. The public and private sectors are working together to ensure accessibility to high-caliber art for our residents and visitors, brimming with visionary and timely projects that are of this time, including the recently unveiled Genius Loci by Nakisha Durrett at Heart and Soul Park, Orchid City by native West Palm Beach artist Ben Leone for Anya Apartments, and the commission of portals by internationally renowned artist Fred Eversley for the One Flagler Project. Our city indeed has a robust public art landscape. Now, as mayor, I'm faced with many challenges. The kind of challenges that sometimes keep me up at night. Some of these challenges we can solve with added resources and focus, and some simply are not that easy to solve. Like many cities all over this country, we continue to be challenged by the number of people experiencing homelessness. At the start of my administration, the city had one full-time employee performing homeless outreach. To address the growing problem of the unhoused, the growing number of the unhoused, we increased the number to 10 full-time employees to address our enhanced homelessness efforts. Every day, these men and women go out into our community and they meet with the homeless population where they live, and to the extent possible, match them with resources they need, which range from a roof over their head to counseling for addiction or even mental health treatment. Let me share a few numbers with you. In 2023, the Homeless Advocacy and Response Team successfully housed or sheltered 246 chronically homeless individuals. These teams reconnected 86 chronically homeless persons to loved ones or family members through the city's Homeward Bound program. The city provided 66 homeless individuals with referrals and access to mental health and substance abuse assistance. Through our collaboration with the Healthcare District in St. Anne's Place, an additional 251 individuals were referred for mental health and substance abuse assistance. Now, despite our efforts, 119 individuals simply refused the city's services, which we found heartbreaking. Hopefully, with the opening of the new Eva W. Mack Community Hub, we can improve on those numbers. A few months ago, I hosted a roundtable discussion on mental health with key stakeholders from various local organizations. We discussed funding and resource allocation at the federal and state levels. Some of the outcomes included the need to raise awareness about the stigma of mental health and to provide support to underserved populations within West Palm Beach and throughout Palm Beach County. We must continue this vitally important conversation in our county. It is a travesty that our jails are the largest provider of mental health assistance in our county. And we also have plans for a homeless roundtable in February. I want to use my power to convene and bring together subject matter experts from throughout the county to discuss this perplexing problem as well as potential solutions. Another challenge we face is global climate change, evidenced by sea level rise, record heat, and more powerful storms. In December, I had the honor of being invited to attend COP28, the United Nations International Climate Summit held in Dubai. I was one of 150 mayors from 50 countries invited, and one of only 30 mayors from the United States. I attended several sessions, including a session with a panel of heads of state from the UK, Kenya, France, Colombia, the Bahamas, and Ghana. COP28, an annual event sponsored by the United Nations, is a platform for countries and local governments to set targets, share best practices, and make commitments to combat climate change, including transitioning away from fossil fuels by 2050. Now, in our pursuit of knowledge and resilience, the city has undertaken some important initiatives. We partnered with a leading firm to conduct a comprehensive vulnerability study, aiming to identify our most at-risk areas and outlining strategic steps for enhanced preparedness. As this intensive study continues, we will gain more knowledge about our risks and opportunities through the vulnerability assessment planning process, which will be completed this year. I'm proud to share that West Palm Beach has already achieved a few noticeable accomplishments. For a fifth year, we are one of 35 cities nationally and the only Florida city recognized as an A city by the Carbon Disclosure Project, demonstrating environmental leadership, action on climate change, water security, and following a climate transition plan. Thank you. We also received gold certification from LEED for cities and communities, which tracks progress towards sustainability, net zero, and equity objectives. And we successfully updated our Rethink Paradise, our sustainability action plan. Thank you, Penny Redford, who heads up the Office of Sustainability at the city. Friends, West Palm Beach is witnessing the dawn of an age of growth and prosperity not seen in decades. However, I would consider my job incomplete if the benefits of this growth did not touch all four corners of this city. We cannot leave any persons or any community behind during this period of transformative growth. I shared with you earlier my vision of creating in West Palm Beach a community of opportunity for all, where every individual, regardless of race, gender, sexual orientation or background, or even zip code, has opportunities to realize in this city their individual dreams. And to help with that effort, I want to mention a couple of programs that demonstrate the city's commitment, my administration's commitment to creating a more inclusive community. To foster entrepreneurship in communities of color, recognizing that robust entrepreneurial ecosystems contribute to the overall well-being of our communities, I introduced the Mayor's Jumpstart Academy. Over 10 weeks, participants in the Academy gained profound insights into building sustainable businesses, refining their business models, and fostering the skills to replicate success with their future endeavors. I want to publicly thank the Related Philanthropic Foundation for their $100,000 donation to help small businesses get their jump start on learning business skills. Thank you, George Perez and the Related team. Thank you. My administration is also dedicated to making sure our business partners reflect the diversity and talents of our residential population. The Office of Small and Minority Women Business Program oversees initiatives designed to ensure fair business practices in West Palm Beach. For example, Last year, the city released the First Steps grant program, wherein 43 owners of West Palm Beach businesses were awarded $500,000 in grants, not loans, ranging from $20,000 to $50,000. We are the only government entity in the county to adopt such an extensive grant program geared specifically to small and minority businesses. Now, you don't have to wait a whole year just to hear from yours truly. So, ladies and gentlemen, in closing, as we face challenges like climate change, inequality, homelessness, and housing affordability, the need for community has never been greater. Now, these are not issues that can be solved by any one person or any single organization. These issues require the collective effort, wisdom, and action from all of us working together. So let us commit to fostering strong, supportive, and collaborative communities. Let us reach out, connect, and work together. Let us share our skills, our time, and our resources. Let's listen to each other, learn from each other, and build a future together that we can all be proud of. Finally, we must continue to work together for a future where the spirit of unity and shared purpose guides us towards a West Palm Beach that is prosperous, harmonious, and is indeed a community of opportunity for all. I thank you for your support and trust. I look forward to our continued journey together. God bless each and every one of you. God bless your families. And God bless the great city of West Palm Beach. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor James, for your time, and thank you to our presenting sponsor, Good Samaritan Medical Center. Thanks again to our community partners, GL Homes, Verizon, UHealth, University of Miami Health System, Tanger Outlet of Palm Beach, Cemex, Cleveland Clinic, and Southwest Airlines. And our gold sponsors, Related Group, Mount Sinai, New York, Palm Beach Concierge Care. And thank you to Bratter Immigration Law Firm, our silver sponsor, and FAU Executive Education, our coffee sponsor. Remember, your parking today is complimentary thanks to Hedrick Brothers Construction. Now, everyone, pull out those raffle tickets. We're going to pull the winning numbers for the Southwest Airline ticket.